Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Cosmic Crit. This is your GM, Patrick, and joining me, as always, are my 5 delightful players and my chunkiest junkie friends. We're talking to Tyler, Rebecca, Drew, Jabert, and Miles. Hey, guys, how are you guys doing?
Hello.
I like how you're saying hi to me specifically.
Yeah, just
I appreciate that.
Clearly,
Hey,
Miles.
everyone
Miles
else take a hike.
Yeah, Miles is the favorite. It's fine.
Originally in my notes, I had that you weren't going to be here this week because you were on vacation, but we pushed it back. So now everyone's here. Woo! Yeah, I hope your guys' new characters for Junker's Delight are ready for some more combat, some more mystery, some more exploration of the Kafak Depot this week as we continue our short side quest adventure. Last week, you guys convened on Akaton, the red planet of the Pact Worlds, went to the Boondocks, this depot out in the wastes, to meet with Riddle, the Ahsoki who's looking for a client, an android named Vari-13. This researcher is looking for some ancient tech that crash landed in the junk wastes, and Riddle is a Ahsoki tourism guide that sent you out to find where her charge has gotten to. So yeah, now you're looking for an android in a junk pile.
This week, take your word for it.
That's where we're at. This week's episode starts indeed not in Kafak Depot, but in the dusty desert of Akaton a year or so prior. We see the winds lifting the red sand from some disturbed earth before a makeshift grave marker is exposed by the stinging sands here. And there's writing on it that's been blasted away, sand blasted and bleached by high hot winds and the sun, and the withered remains perhaps of some flowers beneath a stone marker. And it's at this grave site, we hear a scratching noise, faint at first, and then a lot louder, followed by the sound of wood cracking and breaking, dirt being shoveled downward as a clawed hand emerges, followed by a goblin football-sized head popping out of the grave as this creature evacuates himself and sits perplexed at the sight around him, left for dead in a grave in the outskirts of Kafak Depot. It begins moving towards the trash heaps in the distance without any form of idea or recollection about who or what he was. Drew, does that about sum up where Mixer found themselves a year ago?
That sounds about right.
This is a dream you've often had whenever you go unconscious, fallen into a deep slumber. The rest of you guys wake up the first day here in Kefag Depot, sharing this flop house, and you see the goblin bartender barely moving at all, almost completely still, and doesn't seem to rouse as you guys are going and making noise and getting yourselves ready, putting your armor back on and things like that. Does anybody want to wake up Drew's character, Mixer?
Elevians will need only a moment to cast a spell upon himself, and in the intervening time will come over and try to shake Mixer awake if they seem like they're sleeping in a little bit.
I know you have a body and like little hands, but I just imagine the brain like nudging, like blunk blunk,
right,
and like a wet squishy sound.
It is like the world's greatest crime that Mage Hand isn't on the Technomancer spell list right now.
Nope, you gotta get in there with the brain.
Gotta start nudging with the frontal lobe. So,
indeed, it takes a very vigorous shake to wake Mixer out of the sleep that they're in. And you notice that under his clothing, his normally pickle-like flesh is a very pale shade of green, as it seems like fluids have kind of like drained out of his skin as he slept. And as he opened up his eyes, his pupils are tiny, mostly black eyes. Mixer, you're awake now. Is there anything you do here in the morning, or anything
Gotta get them mixed. Gotta get them mixed. And Mixer goes and mixes the things, the chemicals he needs to do in his pack for all of his biohacks for the day.
Hold on.
Hot sauce,
when I
pickle
see
juice.
this, can I make a medicine check to see if I can tell what's going on with this? This person seems to have been attacked in the night by some sort of a vampire.
Yeah, medicine or life science, perhaps.
Life science it is. All right. Well, about average, 16.
Definitely not normal for a goblin. They seem to indeed have perhaps some kind of disease or condition, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you'd press on, or?
Yeah, I would. I think.
Ask if he's all right, at least.
Yeah, would not shy away from checking in on this companion. Friend Mixer, I cannot help but notice that your skin is of a most exquisite pallor. Rather different than I saw you last. Are you feeling all right today?
Well, I'm talking to a giant brain, so what do you want me to do?
What's new? Ha ha. But indeed, I inquire about your health. Do you feel well, friend?
I got whatever cures for whatever ails me. I'm okay. I'm good. Mind your business.
I must take your word for it, I presume.
While Mixer's going about working and stuff, you do see some color come back to their skin. Mm-hmm. Just kind of seemed like all fluid just kind of like drained from their face as they slept. You guys were only asleep, like 7-8 hours or so. But up and at 'em, and in the morning, indeed, Riddle can bring you guys some coffee, maybe some Danishes, Kefek donuts, and set you on your way. You are indeed looking for another tourist here in Kefek Depot, Vari-13. Do you guys have any ideas about how you want to go about looking for them? I think Rebecca, you said that your character wanted to do some computer searching, maybe throughout the night. Is that right?
Yeah. There were some computers in here, and I think I didn't really have anything to do with them before. But if I could possibly find the location of this android or last known whereabouts.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a check. Okay. There's a local infosphere that you can look into.
Oh, that's terrible. That's 16.
Well, it's DC 16. So I think taking a look, scouring posts and things nearby, looking at some live feeds of cameras and things like that. There's not much of a digital footprint for Vari-13. You're searching like purchases, and there's some associated with their accounts. But they definitely, like in the previous day, I think probably were active within the city, but you've got no digital footprint for today so far. It is a pretty archaic structure, this local infosphere. So it does have like kind of check-in spots and things like that pings when people are like, oh, I went to the cafe, ping, that kind of thing.
So like Foursquare.
Exactly like that thing. I've definitely never used or know what you're talking about.
I don't think it exists anymore.
They have 6 hexagon. So
what else? Does anybody else have any ideas about tracking down leads for finding this character?
Let's see. What can you remind us what they were up to?
Yeah, so of Vari-13. This is one of the researchers that other members of the university probably came out here to look into some information about some ancient tech out here in the wastes, and supposedly Vari-13 has been researching said information for decades, looking for a ship in particular, perhaps, or some kind of technology on a ship. And they're a researcher much like you.
And was that a thing that was the suspicion that they might have gotten crosswise with some gangster. Is that a thing? It's been a couple weeks since we've spoken. So,
well, if they're making any kinds of moves here in Kefak Depot, most of businesses and things like that are under the thumb of the True Warriors gang. So if this person has gone missing, it's possible they got mixed up with them. Did you want to start asking around for gang members? Or
yes, I would. Yes, I believe someone who is in the know is who we should inquire with.
Let's see. Maybe like if there's like a local, like, I know that we're currently in sort of like a junk shop, but if there's sort of like a local like technology depot or something, maybe there's a shopkeeper that has encountered this person. Some ideas. Yeah,
well, why don't you make me a culture check for that, or diplomacy if you want to go and try and talk to people.
Let's say culture for now, but 14.
That's not going to be enough. You're pretty sure that there are some kind of, maybe they don't have like a building per se, but different, historical things like in the there's not a government per se here in Kefak Depot, but perhaps like the ancient records of people that have lived here and things like that. But yeah, you're not able to suss them out where this android historian might have founded interest as well. Anybody else?
Could Mixer, as since he's kind of been in a bar and might have heard something of people talking around, can I roll a culture to determine if he remembers anything or has heard anything?
Yeah. You've been here for a little while, so you can make a roll as well. See if this is a big one for you. Oh, it's pretty big.
That's a natural 20 for a 27.
So you're pretty sure the east side of Kefak Depot indeed has like an old dusty hall of records, like a junk map central location that might be a little out of date, but if someone was indeed doing research, it's kind of like an old local library where they might go. So you can head over to that side of town. What else? And anything else you guys want to do? Maybe you find those locations and you don't see perhaps any sign of them currently, but you're in maybe the right neighborhood of the depot.
Do we know anything about the starship that this person is trying to find and where it might be?
I mean, there's just miles of, giant heaps of trash surrounding and on the exterior of the depot. It could be anywhere, honestly, but exactly where it is, definitely don't know.
Okay.
At this point, you've probably gone into like the afternoon, I would say, maybe noon or so, in your investigations. You'd stop and grab a quick bite to eat, have Mixer mix up some drinks. What's next? Does El Demonio have any ideas, or Tyler, you got anything to eat?
No, I really, the only thing I could do is intimidate people to tell us where they are, but it doesn't sound like anybody might know where they are. So I don't know who to intimidate.
Yeah, I mean, you can find some folks maybe nearby who look like they've been keeping an eye out and see if you can put some pressure on. Is that something you would do?
Yeah, I'll do the thing where I walk up to them and just kind of flash the gun, stare them in the eyes, and roll a natural 2.
Oh,
I trip on the steps leading up to them, and
it's a dry-shelled yellow Telia teenager with nunchucks on his belt. He says, "Get out of my way, man! You're harshing my buzz, brah."
All right, roll for initiative.
They run away successfully. What about Miles El Demonio? Anything you want to do? You're a font of skills, right? As a beat 'em up, a mash 'em up character.
Yeah, I mean, as a wrestler and as one who has been on Galactic Holovid, he fashions himself to be somewhat of a celebrity. So I feel like he would kind of walk around to certain places that may not be on the up and up, but would probably flash some of his maybe as acrobatic skill to like get people to know who he is.
Oh, if I have nothing prepped in my notes, that it might be a little higher DC than what I've set to try and get you flexing and jumping around.
To get people like kind of like, oh, I know who this guy is, and I kind of want to like ingratiate myself to him. That's kind of where his mindset is at.
All right, you'd have to do very well, and we're talking a DC 20 for a success here. You want to spend some time jumping about? Oh, you do. Natural 19.
Yes,
you're insane. You have a +5 modifier.
24.
Yeah, the same yellow shelled Telia comes back. It's like, sick moves, bro.
I would imagine it's someone. It would be like someone seeing like maybe someone who was really popular 15 years ago in wrestling in current time. So maybe like Edge or.
Oh yes, that's a reference I totally understand.
John Cena, you get that one, right? You just saw him in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, John Cena's a little more popular now than.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sure.
Isn't he like the most popular wrestler of all time that you just named?
The Rock.
Really? You were gonna
John Cena.
Give The Rock that kind of disrespect, sir?
The Rock Johnson is definitely the most popular.
Yes, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is the most popular wrestler of all time. There are people who are ubiquitous to have being known. You have, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, like some people who are known for being wrestlers for our time. But
I was about to say,
The Rock is. Yeah.
The Rock to me is like, do people not think of him more as a actor now than anything?
He's still referred to as The Rock, and The Rock is his wrestling name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, John Cena is his wrestling name too. But
I think young kids know him as an actor, but anybody who's middle-aged or above still knows him as the wrestler.
I would say, because John Cena is also his actual name, so it's not just his wrestling name.
Okay, anyway,
back to Starfinder.
You get the information you need, and the guy's like, "I'll tell you this if you stop talking about wrestling." El Demonio, is it? Yeah, no, I don't care that much. I'm all about these nunchucks, baby.
I just now imagine El Demonio as a guy who drops all these inside references to wrestling.
You know who
fandom.
John Cena is? I once saw John Cena wrestle.
Which is impossible because you can't see him.
I feel like Idros is the Andrew's fake laughing at you. It's so good. Oh boy.
Dumbest joke I've ever made on the show.
No, it's not.
And only one person got it, and I love you, Tyler.
Yeah, this Telia, talks and says they, think they saw the android heading out into the wastes, heading out into the car yards, and it takes a little while to get this information down. But as soon as you do, this Telia runs away in the opposite direction extremely fast as you see a group of true warriors coming up behind you in the streets. Dun dun dun.
Oh my.
At least they're not ultimate warriors.
They look you up and down and say, it's those punks that dealt with our friends yesterday. Oh, we found you. We found you out. You outlanders. You put a hurt on our mates. We're gonna beat you up. We're gonna take you in. We're gonna get that reward from Tez. Reward on each of your heads.
Javi will shout out, I hope you have enough money on you to cover your coffin fees, because that's the only place you're going.
I don't have enough money to pony up for those. So yes, I too hope that there is adequate funds for your health care.
Javi will lean over and goes, mostly for intimidation.
Oh,
Not actually going to pay.
I see. I see. And I put my wallet back in my pocket.
That's wise.
This will be a fair, straight up fight. You all line up. I'm gonna toss this bolt into the air. When it hits the tin roof, we draw. Roll initiative. Let's get into this combat.
They call me Quick Draw McBrain.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Boy.
There's another Quick Draw McBrain in here.
Wow,
Apparently.
Wow.
I rolled that sweet natural 20, as did Hugh. Well, I'm glad I've given them. There's both the Soki warriors and some human here. I've given them different areas in the initiative turnover. They both rolled a 21. So Albions, you are going first here. There are 4 true warriors about 50 feet away from you down this dusty street, Tefik Depot. What do you want to do? They're gunning for you. They've got weapons drawn.
I think. Gosh, I mean, it's there's really very few spells that I have at this level, so like it should be a very easy answer.
You just hate rolling that natural 20 on initiative. You're like, I gotta go first now. Oh boy!
Right, I got.
Everyone's looking at me now. Oh boy!
All right, let's see here. And it's just, golly, most and like ranges on spells are just so terrible at first level. Here.
You just move right up and and then get within 25 feet, and then they're next in the initiative turn order. Nothing bad will happen.
Nothing bad can happen, right? I think I'm gonna have to cast cantrip, fabricate scrap, move action, barricade.
Barricade yourself up. Got it.
Cling clang, I got cover.
Good, because these Asoki are going to move forward, grab cover as well, and we're going to take a shot at Jewel, take a shot at El Demonio. Pow, pow, blasting. Okay, the shot against Jewel is a hit. I'm missing El Demonio. This is a tactical semi-auto pistol blasting at you, Jewel, piercing the armor for 4 points, piercing damage, just one to north here. Snickers as they hit you, and
you're saying that the person's name was Snickers, and I was like, that's awesome. And it's so named Snickers.
That's why they called me Snickers. And I haven't planned this out too well because they have 30 foot of movement, and one of these guys is a bit too far away.
So you're paying.
This guy can charge in, then 10, 20. I think this guy's gonna have a double move to El Demonio. Yeah, let's strike El Demonio. This guy will.
Don't I get a attack of opportunity then?
Oh,
not unless you have 10 foot of reach. He's moving right up to you with a tactical baton, and it's gonna lay into you, just going for the shins. And I've rolled another 3 to attack you, and I'm not even gonna look and see if that has a potential hit because that's very low, very low. That is their turn. So the couple of humans have moved in on Jewel and El Demonio, and the Asoki are in cover. Jewel, we are on to you.
All right. Can I want to get away from this person.
Yeah.
Could I burrow and avoid an attack of opportunity, or no?
Unfortunately, that's a movement. You can burrow, I believe, 5 foot down, but they're still going to be within range of you.
Right. All right. Well, she still wants to get away. I'm going to move over back behind this. I don't know if it's a junked car or whatever.
Do you want to make an acrobatics check to try and tumble?
Sure. I'll try. My acrobatics is not very good.
Yeah, tumble past.
Nope.
Which ooh,
not gonna
natural 2. All right, so we get an attack of opportunity, but you move out. And I've rolled a 2.
Oh,
A
man.
2 as well. So pretty low rolls.
All right.
Do you want to move back your drone as well?
No, the drone is, well,
Piston is within 5 foot of one of these guys. He's got a melee weapon out.
yeah, it'll take like 5 feet back.
Mhm.
And I'll take a shot with the drone.
Okay, go right ahead.
Sorry, I have to find it.
Can I get a pew pew?
It's a 16 to attack.
Against KAC, that's a hit.
All right, that does 4 damage.
All right. So,
Dang, max damage.
yep, shooting this one right in front that tried to hit you. And Javi, we are on to you next. You've got a couple of humans right in front of El Demonio here, a couple of true warriors.
We're gonna focus fire. I'm gonna lay out the one piston shot
All right.
with a big old
Hand cannon blast.
16.
As aforementioned, that's a hit.
7 points of damage.
Okay, all right. This guy is immediately bloodied from a couple of blasts, a couple of pistol shots, one from the bravado cannon. You got a move action.
Swift action to reload. Move action. Let's see. Yeah. Gonna Jabert. Is it okay if I move in front of you?
Sure. In
Don't
front
know
of the
what kind of magics
barricade.
you got. I didn't want to step in
It's
front
like-
of a.
Now you've got 2 barricades. You've got meat shield and drunk shield. El Demonio Verde, onto you, sir.
So El Demonio is going to take on the fellow in front of him.
He's not been hit yet. He's not hit you yet.
Yeah, he's going to go straight for him. It's a 21 to attack.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right, so he's going to attempt to get him to go to sleep.
Blam! Solar plexus blast for 4 points of damage. Any move action?
No, because if this gentleman moves, he provokes, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to stick where I am.
All right, locked in combat. Drew onto Mixer in the back row here. What would you like to do?
Mixer is going to take a 5-foot step just to the southeast here,
Yep, so stepping right next to El Demonio.
and he's going to hit this fool with a little bit of an attack from his Needler Estoc. I never know how to pronounce that. And he's going to load into it a minor inhibitor.
It's French, right? So it's okay. Well, make that attack. Just like just imagine like a cartoony needle and you're just plunging it right into him. Oh, that's a hit.
So that's 6 damage.
Ooh, okay.
And this dude now has a -1 penalty to attack rolls for 6 rounds.
Okay, well, that's definitely coming up pretty soon here. That is turn 1. Albions. Jabert, we are back to you, barricaded in the back. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Okay. This seems like a great opportunity for a daze spell. But let's see where can I? Okay. Let's see. So which one of these two in front of me was the hardest hit?
Yeah, the one closest to you in front of Javi looks ready to drop.
All right. I'll target the other one then.
Oh, okay.
With a daze.
And I need to make a
will save.
will save. Oh, it's real not good for them. What's a DC? Oh, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 12 and that is a fail.
Okay, great. All right, yeah. So dazed for 1 round. Unable to take actions.
Oh, it's not like they were going next
Cool.
in the turn order. Okay. All right. So Sorry, Drew. His is a little bit more effective for 1 round at least, but he doesn't get to attack. This one that is weak is going to try and beat you, Javi, with the baton about the head. Wow, natural 2. Only my third of the night so far. Okay, I did pretty well against Rebecca last turn. So this one to the north is going to try and pop out of cover. Pop his head over this junked car and take a shot at you down the alleyway.
At Jewel.
Yes.
Okay.
Pow. 17 on the dice. That's a hit. And another 4 points of damage. Hitting fur coat underneath that armor. And I think this one's going to move up a little bit and grab cover again. And
sorry, that was piercing damage, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
The other one is going to move through cover, maybe some difficult terrain there, and try and shoot at Mixer on the south side. 16 on the dice. That's a hit. Max damage, 6 points. Blasting a fool. I should probably attack twice if these guys are already in cover. We'll do it next turn if they survive. Jewel, we're back to you. How is Jewel doing?
Not great.
Yeah, these guys with the range seem to be putting in some work.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have a clear shot of the one that just shot at me, though. Do I?
You can, but he is in cover. If you want to move your drone, you can to try and negate that. Get him flanked with some aeronautics.
Yeah, can the drone be above this building over here, or can it fly up here to get a clear shot?
How much movement do they have?
That's a good question.
That's why I asked it. It's only good questions over here.
30 fly.
Yeah, I think you could probably get up and over the building.
Just right there. I just want a clear shot. So would that give me full visibility of the person, or are they still behind cover?
I think it would negate a little bit of the cover for sure. So maybe it's a little less than soft, like a +2 at this point, but
all right. Yeah,
not that hard to hit normally, so
I'll have the drone take a shot then.
Yeah, go for it. Ooh, 16, 11 on the dice. That is a hit. How much damage are we talking?
3 damage.
All right. This Ahsoki is feeling the first sting from your drone.
Yeah, and Jewel didn't go anywhere, so
yeah, you can make an attack
just take a shot from where she is.
Yeah, I think this one will be a little bit more cover, but still, if you roll a 16, that's probably going to hit. So
yeah, okay. So I'll continue shooting at that's an Ahsoki that shot at me, right?
Yes, this one to the north side.
It's a 15.
15, that is still just a hit. So max
good.
There.
Max damage.
That one, that Ahsoki is bloodied as well. Javi, onto you. It looks like this one to the south is getting picked on by Elbians and Mixer. You've got a weakened one right in front of you. What would you like to do, Tyler?
Oh, I wonder how weakened. Could try to I'll keep it safe. I'm gonna pistol whip you. I did not pistol whip you.
Maybe it's a point I remind you that you guys have not a book reroll, but a level reroll if you want to use it.
No.
Yeah, keep it until until level 2. Yeah, until you waste it. They don't carry over.
Yeah, well, I know, but we're not going to level up after this fight, right?
Oh, who knows? It's a pretty short adventure.
I don't think so.
All right. What? Any move action?
Nope.
You missed with the pistol whip, which means El Demonio, we're on to you. This guy in front of you looks like he's ready to drop. The one in front of Javi, not looking great either, is taking a couple shots.
I'm going to go after the one right in front of me.
Yeah. Well, that's dazed.
That's a 16 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right. It's for 4 points of damage.
4 points. All right, he is still up, but he is shaken. I guess he was dazed this last turn. So,
all right. So it just gives him a light chop, basically.
Yeah. Pop to the chin, Drew. You want to take him out?
You know it.
Slashy, or stabby, I guess, with the giant needle.
Little poke.
Toot, kaboom.
Hey, there we go. Someone's rolling as bad as me. Thank you. Any move action?
No, I think we'll be okay.
Oakley dokley, then we are turn 3 bound for Albion's Jabberts.
All right.
I can't seem to put anyone down.
Yeah. I'm going to howdy. I'm going to target the most injured looking one, which I think at this point is this.
It's a guy in front of El Demonio now.
That one? All right. I'll target that one with a, I suppose, an energy ray.
Are we talking a D3 cantrip here?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's a little bit of horse apples because it's 1d3 of damage and it is a ranged attack, so it doesn't even use your good modifier.
But it's EAC, right? It's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I mean, I think I have to roll like a 14 or something to hit these guys. So.
Well, you do have Javi in between you here, so a little light cover, but make that
right,
attack.
Exactly.
Just roll a 20, Jabert. You can do it.
Yeah, there's a 14.
That's a hit.
Oh, goodness. All right.
EAC, very easy.
All right. Well then, I don't even know how to roll a
D3. Just roll D6 and half it.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Yeah. Hey, 2 points. 2 points.
All right. Albions takes one down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 HP left. That's how easy level 1 is. I'm having so much fun doing level 1 character stuff again. This Junker's Delayed is already the break that I wanted it to be. Their turn. I'm going to beat Javi up. I'm going to beat Javi up with this human warrior directly.
Oh, you thought so, but your 5 on the dice will say otherwise.
Don't you dare put that juju evil on me. Oh, it's a natural 20. I said, don't you put it on me, Tyler.
I tried. I tried so hard.
Patreon shout out to Katie M. Oh, a brand new just joined up this year on the Bronkin Patreon. And JDD. I think I'm convoluting some people. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon, supporting Dead Men Will No Crits, our other podcast over there. No, natural 20 with this, beating you about the head. Nearly max damage. That's 13 points of bludgeoning.
Ow.
You still up, Javi?
Yeah, but barely.
Why am I not rolling 2 attacks? I got to roll 2 stinking attacks. Okay, we're going to do 2 attacks with the Ahsoki. First up, I think a couple at Jewel. 2 attacks at Jewel. A pow. Another natural 20.
Yeah, Joel's probably out.
I'm bringing them home. Bringing everyone.
2 20s in a row. 2 20s in a row.
Rogue X Eclipse on the Patreon. Thank you so much. Guys, it's been a hard week. I needed this.
Tyler, what did you do? You cursed us.
Why is this my fault? I don't understand.
7 points of damage. Is Jewel down for the count?
No, she has 1 HP left.
Son of a b. Okay, 2 attacks against Mixer. Let's go. It can happen, folks. Do you believe in miracles? I don't. I've rolled a 9 and a 2. 2 misses. And Jewel, you're still alive and you're up. Do you want to get in cover or hide somewhere?
Can I shoot and then hide behind the car or...
Yes, very much that.
Or behind the building, maybe. Like
you can get total cover from that one if you want, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take a shot real fast, though, with Jewel before I do that.
Okay, go for it. It's Nice thing of having.
Oh no! That's a natural one.
And minimum damage, as if it wasn't a slap in the face enough.
Oh, it's the worst.
Cosmic crit fail deck? Is that what you want to do? Or online?
Yeah.
If this does damage back to you, that will be.
I mean, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so mad if that happens.
It only needs to do 1 hit point.
Oh no. EpiPen, please, made by Phoenix Havoc. The bullet ricochets into an alien beehive in the junk car in front of you, causing it to fall on your head. Make a reflex saving throw or take 1d8 points of allergic poison damage.
No.
Oh no! Wait, Rebecca, what is your maximum hit points right now?
10.
Okay.
Right. It's a DC 11 reflex save, so hard, right? So impossible.
Oh my
Are
god!
you gonna get knocked out by bees?
Oh no!
Knocked out by bees!
Oh no!
Oh, you guys just keep Babe Ruthing these things.
By bees!
Yeah, that's 4 points of alien bee damage.
All right. Yep. She's unconscious on the ground.
Oh my god!
Does that mean that my drone can't act because she's down and can't control it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this happens at the end of your turn because, I mean, your combat turn happens kind of all at once. If you wanted to make a shot with Piston, go right ahead.
Yeah, I'll make a shot. All
But
right.
after this, if you're unconscious, Piston's just like hanging out like, what do I do? I need backup, coach. I need backup.
That's an 18.
Ooh, that's a hit.
It does 1 damage.
Oh no, I've got a new target. Oh, no. Snickers calls out to his buddy Babe Ruth and says, "Hey, that one just got stung by the space wasps. The space wasps are on your warrior side." Best turn ever. Javi, onto you.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna pull a Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna try to pistol whip twice.
Yeah, you got this true warrior in front of you. Ooh, he can probably take a pistol whipping, but maybe not two.
Just hope I roll high. Well, yeah, I rolled an 8 on the first one, so I'm glad.
That's a miss.
Come on. I just need one good hit on this guy. And
that'll do.
17 on the second.
That's a hit, and he is. Oh, is that only 4 points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still up. I told you he could take a pistol whipping.
Dang it. I should have shot him.
El Demonio is right after you in the turn order. What would you like to do, Miles?
I would like to go after this same gentleman.
He's so weak.
Well, let's hope he...
Single attack?
Yes. That's an F20.
Oh, everyone
So-
gets something. You break his
That...
It's a cosmic crit, too, by the way.
Yeah, that's a...
Gloss over that.
Yeah.
This episode already.
I'm excited about that. He's giving him the crossroads. It's done.
Richard L. Flanking buddy. Richard, thank you so much. Also a new sign up this year. Thanks for supporting us on Patreon. Oh man, and you're I think this is your first call out, and it's a cosmic crit.
Yeah.
10 points of damage. That guy's dead.
Yeah. I'm glad I used Cody Rhodes' finisher for that one.
He is dropped. Do you want to make a move action? You've got a couple of ranged participants in front of you.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna scope up to that Yasoki that's to the southeast of me.
Okay. Yeah. You crunching through the car and the building there and maybe some difficult terrain, but you get right up to him. Drew, we are on to you.
All right, so Mixer has seen Jewel drop to the ground, and this is where I haven't played a healing style character before, so I'm trying to look up some rules. What role do I need to do? I know it's probably medicine to do to get her back in the fight.
So treat deadly wounds takes a minute. I don't know if you have any other abilities like that. Do you have potions, lotions?
I have potions, lotions. I have boosters. I have. I could shoot her from afar to give her first aid. So
can you load up? Do you have any serums?
I do have a serum. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can do that without, making a roll or anything, right?
Yeah, first aid is a standard action, but that's just to like stabilize her.
Yeah, but you can just apply things with your S stock. Just load up serums. I'm pretty sure. So is it worth you wasting one or using one now?
Oh, I think
back in the fight.
I think it definitely is. So let me do that.
Roll a d8 then.
6.
Well, that's pretty darn good for level 1. You're back in the fight, Rebecca.
What does that mean? Do I get
6 HP back?
I get 6 HP, so I don't have to stabilize separately from that? Okay, great.
You automatically are back in it, and we are on to turn 4, Jabert.
All right, I'm going to need to scooch forward a little bit.
Out of your barricade that has made it so you've taken no damage. Oh, gosh, goodness gracious, you're making yourself a target in the middle of the street now.
I'm going to step up or float right up behind El Demonio Verde, and I'm going to look northernly to this Isoki at the top. I believe that's old Snickers.
Oh yeah,
and
old Pretty McSnickers.
And I'm going to use my powerful brain energy to shatter the window out from this car next to me. And I point the glass towards the Isoki and I say, "Ooh, you're get stabbed."
You're get stabbed.
I was hoping you were going to say your ass is glass.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
You're not yourself when you're hungry, Snickers. Have some glass.
Yes, so that'll be a reflex
save. Oh no, reflex save. Oh no, 9 on the dice.
Oh, that's
what's a DC?
The DC is 15.
Oh no, that's a fail.
Oh boy, here we go.
Off a piece of that
11 points of damage.
Car glass.
So much. You could have almost taken him out at full health. He's down for the count. Oh no, I was very much looking forward to taking out Jewel a second time. Okay, El Demonio, you can make an attack of opportunity because this last Isoki warrior, true warrior on it, is going to move out.
All right. It's a 16 to hit.
That is a hit for max damage again. 5 points.
Right, just a little DDT. That's all.
All right, and you're in cover from his shot, but he's going to take a shot back at you. And what's your AC?
My KAC is 17.
What I roll? 12. All right, he misses on his only shot.
Right. And you take 5 damage.
Yeah, that's the first hit this Isoki's taken. There's just one true warrior left, and we're on to Jewel. I should say, while you are knocked out, you did drop a pistol, and you are prone, Rebecca. But you're back in the fight. What would you like to do?
Jewel is going to pick up her pistol and just stand up, just kind of brush herself off, and Piston, meanwhile, is going to take a shot at the one remaining guy, right?
Yep. He's out in the middle of the street, no cover.
Alrighty. It's a 12.
Against K AC. That's a hit.
Oh, wow. That does 1 damage.
All right. This guy's bloodied. Javi, onto you. There's about 25 feet between you and this last gunslinger. He's shooting at your friends. What do you want to do?
I imagine some red dust kicks up, and then this true warrior blinks, but then all of a sudden, Javi, right in their face.
Oh no.
I'm going to shoot him point blank range because they don't have a melee weapon out, right?
The red dust devil himself, Javi. Melee weapon, no.
Yeah, point blank shot then. Oh, I did as much damage as the drone. So embarrassed.
16 on the dice. You blast him for 1 point of damage. Welcome to level 1. El Demonio, onto you.
All right, so El Demonio's going to hop up to him and kind of go on the opposite side of Javi.
How much movement do you got?
I have 40.
Yeah, you have enough to get on the other side of him. You've been crawling over the junk here. So flanking with Javi, I imagine there's a suplex in my future.
Oh, yeah. This is. I'm hoping for the BTE trigger. We'll see what happens. That's a 9. That's gonna be a no.
9 against Flat-Footed KC is a hit. So don't tell me what's a hit or not.
Is it?
Yeah, and he's out.
Wow.
He's out for the count, Max.
Oh, nice.
It's level 1, you guys.
So good night and good luck.
We are out of combat. You can strip these guys for armor and weapons.
Didn't do them any good, so it probably won't do us any good. Let's just bury him in the ground.
Why bother burying them? I'm sorry. Why bother burying them?
I think there's, a perhaps a goblin undertaker team that comes for these bodies and maybe gives you like a credit each for them. It's like, thanks for the business. Oh
yeah,
I'm imagining the beavers from Rocco's Modern Life.
On Akaton, nobody collects cans; they just collect bodies, and that's how they do things.
Yeah, you scan them in at the grocery store, and
right. So you guys have the information you need to look after Vari. She's gone to a place called the Car Yards. Why don't you make me a culture check, see if you know what this place is all about. Ooh, Ilbian's out of town.
Can we make it untrained?
Yeah. But Mixer knows what's up. So success from our local guide here.
Car Yards, I know all about that.
Yeah, it's indeed crashed starships outside of Kefek Depot in like a massive, sprawling, maybe quarter mile of space, and it's like a huge maze. It's been over a century since before the town's founding, a massive dumping ground for scrapped ships and vehicles. And yeah, enterprising scavengers have been sorting through the junk, dividing it up and organizing rubbish as it's brought in for decades. And indeed, it contains hundreds of rusting chassis from all manner of personal transport vehicles from throughout the Pact worlds. And indeed is a very popular destination for junk tourists, what Riddle is in business doing, taking people through. I mean, it's almost like a museum. You get to see ships from over the last couple hundred years, starships from all over. Do you guys want to head out there now in search of this android?
Can I take a rest, please, and maybe get some Band-Aids, Mixer?
A 10-minute break for sure. Does anybody want to burn a resolve?
Can the two people who got crit take a quick breather?
Yeah, Mixer needs to take a 10-minute as well. But during that time, can he attune his? Well, let me do this in character. Listen, guys, I got this thing, but it only works if you guys say it's cool to do this.
I need informed consent. I need you to sign some forms.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, but I can do things from a distance. It's a lot of fun. It might not be so fun in certain circumstances, but it might keep you alive. So I just need to attune this piece of technology to you, and if you're okay with it, excellent.
Well, sure, partner. You saved my butt back there, so I'm fine with that.
I forgot that's what you sounds like. That sound should start coming out of your mouth. I was like, yes. Is everyone cool with the weird doc poking you with some needles?
And to table talk this as part of the biohackers deal, if they they can attune their basically mobile laboratory so that I don't have to make attack rolls to shoot you with good things. They just work. So,
Mm-hmm.
If you want that. Accepting this aid is most logical. Beep boop.
Just do what you got to do.
Cool. So you guys can take some time, rest up here, bodies get carted away, and you can keep the guns and stuff before you head out to the Car Yards gate.
Sorry, can I get some HP healing too? Is that a first aid?
Yeah,
Ding.
treat deadly wounds.
Treat deadly wounds indeed takes a minute. I believe you do need a med kit. Does anyone have a med kit?
Does
Well,
my
Drew gets one because of
thing
his
not
biohacker.
count as a med kit?
If it's a basic one,
My custom
then,
micro lab.
If it counts as a regular med kit, I believe we're talking DC.
Very high DC.
Yeah, it counts as a basic med kit and a chemilizer.
I believe a basic med kit is DC 25.
Ooh.
Let's see. It's a 26.
Oh,
Right.
Pretty
so
impressive.
with a success on treat deadly wounds, you restore 1 HP per level of the creature you're treating. So 1.
Really?
God, I hate this
Boy.
game.
That is dumb. That
And
is.
So stupid.
if you exceed by 5 or more, you also add your intelligence.
I figured it was going to be like 1d6 healing. I did not know it was
insane.
I did not realize it was
silliest
so
thing I've ever heard.
Dude, Jabert, remember how much healing we were doing at level 1 in Pathfinder 2E when you were
Sounds
rolling,
like you guys want to buy some serums. Go down to the local serum shop.
Yeah, because we're just rolling in cash at level 1.
I mean,
Just got
I have
so much
some
healing.
serums. I guess I can use one, but man, what a disappointment.
Drew only rolled a 15. If you had rolled the 20, you'd be getting your it back as well. But
Oh my God, you're kidding me. I just wasted a serum on one.
I love level 1 so much. It's so
I'm
good.
still not up to full, but whatever. I guess we're fine.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That was by far the dumbest healing I've ever seen in any game.
The most
all time.
this why I was just about to say it's such a silly system because when you get like later in level you can buy the more advanced thing, and what it does is it lowers the DC. It doesn't
Mhm.
provide more healing. It's just like, but you don't need the lower DC later in the game.
Right.
You can make the DC later in the game. Like it's just it's I will never understand why this exists like this.
Because Jabert, bring a cleric. That's it. Bottom line.
You also get with the advanced med kit, a +2 insight bonus to medicine checks you treat. It says treat drugs, diseases, and poisons. But with the basic one, you should be back to what, 8 HP? Is that right, Rebecca?
Yes.
But you've got your SP back. Are you good to continue on?
Yeah, I'm just down 2 points, so we'll be good.
Yeah, so you guys walk over. You're not too far from where you've been investigating, where Vari-13 has gone to, this east side. Where you get to the car yard's gate and the street at the edge of the depot, you see what looks like a low barrier next to it, like almost a small toll booth with a glass window. And beyond it, the road out of the city kind of disappears into just massive, very dangerous looking mounds of vehicle parts, some 20, 30, 40 feet tall. The barrier there leading into the car yard seems to prevent vehicles from going into the area, and you can just walk around it. But you notice, well, make me a perception check. I'll tell you what you notice as you get here to the car yard gate.
Oh, Olivians is the big peeker. Oh,
I'm
yes.
the brain now.
I'm the big vision man.
Did you just call him the Big Beaker?
No, the big peeker.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else rolled below a 10. Is that right? Is that what I'm seeing?
Quite low.
Excellent. I'm going to take us to a new map. Whoop. The car yards map. Where
This is exciting. We've all built characters with just absolutely abysmal perceptions. I'm very excited.
No wisdom in this group.
That's right.
The sad part of that is because of the biohacker's abilities. I can roll perception as an int instead of a whiz, and I still rolled so badly.
Tyler, it's got a -1. You weren't lying.
Wait, I have a -1?
That's what it says.
Why would I? Wait, what happened there?
Do you have a
Oh,
negative?
right. My wisdom's an 8. I forgot.
Wait, what happened there? Oh yeah, I made the character like that.
I'm back to my dump stat ways, boys.
This is a confederacy of
folks of all
dunces over
types.
here.
I was making fun of his whiz of 8, and then I looked at my whiz of 8.
Oh, brother.
But again,
brother.
but a lot of my stats are now int instead of whiz. But you know,
I mean, most of you see that there is a sign. Perhaps you don't take notice of it in the window of this unoccupied booth that you're walking past. That says "Car yards closed due to Kefak infestation. No admittance." But I think Albions, you don't see anybody here. Doesn't seem like anyone's worked here for a little while. The only other business nearby you see is an open-faced, small food stall called Judea's Roadkill Grill. And you can, perhaps you don't see it, but you smell it as you're walking by, and you see behind the stall a sweaty human kind of skinning what looks like some kind of recently deceased varmint. What do you guys want to do?
Perhaps we should, if I see the sign about the infestation, perhaps I will go and ask this person if there is indeed a dangerous infestation nearby. If I might go over to the open-faced roadkill sandwich shop.
I mean, you can only assume that this is Judea himself working behind
greetings, wise Judea.
He lubes up the grill.
Sandwiches. Oh, wonderful.
You want some meat there, brain?
Oh no, I cannot. I only digest simple sugars. It's my giant brain, you see.
What are you doing here? Why are you talking to me?
I'm very curious what kind of meats you are serving, sir.
I mean, it does look like small dogs or large rats that are being served up here. Perhaps,
sir, I seek to inquire about the junkyard. Yon thither. We see a sign that says there is a great and terrible Kefak infestation. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah. Only the dumb tourists will go in there right now. You can't handle a couple Kefaks tearing off your armor, then you're not supposed to go anywhere near that place. They're tired of the bodies stinking up the mounds, you see. But that don't stop them outlanders.
I see. I don't know when Alavians turned into Bullwinkle, but it's Rocky. Gee, Rocky.
oh gee, Rock. Now here's something you'll really like.
Oh boy.
Any questions?
I don't suppose so. I suppose that was my question. If there was still an infestation. So.
Oh yeah, sign's accurate.
Well, howdy, partner. Did you happen to see a android walking through here yesterday?
Oh yeah, I definitely saw a stupid android going in there, no weapons, by themselves. Probably was yesterday.
That sure sounds dumb. Do you know which way they went?
Yeah, it points right to the gate that you guys were about to walk through. You out there looking for a body?
Well, I'm hoping they're still walking around out there, but we got to go find them.
Oh yeah, good luck with that. All right, see you later.
Javi puts down however many credits is required and grabs a skewer of meat.
Hey, you got a customer here. Yeah. Anything you want to say as you're purchasing indeed some roadkill grill?
Thanks for the food. If we live through it, maybe I'll come back for dessert.
Okay. Good luck to you then.
Back and barf it up later.
Right. So you guys heading into the waste, the junk.
Yes, everyone follow me.
Here we go again.
Walking through the junk piles, feel free to, I'm going to reveal an area here. Boop. Oh, revealing junk squares. Plenty of junk squares. Feel free to put yourself in whatever order you want to walk through what looks like a path through the junk that leads out of sight of the gate and as you walk behind, the sounds of the city behind you grow muffled as the surrounding heaps of scrap and debris block out, cars in the city. And the path widens into a zigzagging series of collections of vehicle engines, kind of giant blocks stacked almost like Jenga on top of one another. You see all kinds: combustion engines, things that burn fuel, electric power cores, even what looks like perhaps some ancient clockwork mechanisms. Almost all of them look rusted, perhaps maybe beyond months of repair. But Demonia, where do you want to be in this order as you're walking forward? It looks like Jules moving forward and Albion's behind. Do you want to be in front of them, behind them?
Yeah, I think I want to be in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want the drone to be slightly in front of Jewel.
Yeah, that's fine. And Mixer, you want to take up the rear?
Boy howdy.
Okay. Yeah, yes, that's a yes.
Boy howdy is a yes, typically.
As you guys are walking forward, you hear metal hitting metal, perhaps something behind you going clank. And then you hear from another direction, perhaps to the north, a chittering noise or two. And then the quick staccato rap of claws on steel. I'm going to try and recreate it with my microphone. That kind of thing. Let's make some initiative rolls because Kefik Depot's car yards are infested with Kefax.
We do. No.
I told you that in several ways. Look, it's non-human warrior enemies for you to attack.
Oh, that's too many.
What?
That's
Guys.
too many bugs.
5 Kefax is too many. There's 5 of you. You can probably all take on a Kefak, right?
Nope.
They come crawling out of the engine blocks, the wastes here, and okay, reorganizing the turn order. Let me roll into the niche.
See a 1.
Oh, 16 on the dice. It's not going well for you. But first is El Demonio. Miles has rolled 18 on the dice, and you're at the front. One of these things pops up right next to you, Miles. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I mean, a simple chop and punch to the first thing that pops up.
Yeah. Just single attack, or?
Yes.
Okay. That's a hit.
22 to hit and 3 damage.
All right. So bam, you crack some of this thing's legs as it's crawling out next to you. Next is me in the turn order. A whole bunch of bugs. We're gonna just surround El Demonio, I think, for sure. And we'll have one move up to Jewel.
Now, does he provoke the one that moves Jewel?
No, he's moving around like the southern block of engines here.
Okay.
This one I think's got a double move. So let's make some attacks against El Demonio, as these things are kind of like centipedes mixed with big old cockroaches. They're somewhere between cat and dog sized vermin. Perhaps some of the varmints indeed you saw at Judea's were these bugs, kind of fricasseed like lobster tails. And they're coming at you with some claws. And we're making 3 attacks against DC or AC 17, Miles. Is that right?
EAC is 15, KAC is 17. Yes.
Is against KAC. So these first 2 are going to be flanking with you. And I've got a hit. I've got 18 on the dice. So this one comes up, maybe pinches a deltoid for, it is a lot of damage. It is a D6 slashing, 2 points of slashing damage. Let's get Albion's up in this this guy had a double move. Let's get Jewel up in this combat, and this one's going to bite at Jewel. 5 on the dice. That's going to be a miss, and that is their turn. We're going to Javi next. You've got a Kefak infestation on your friends here. What would you like to do?
I don't think I can blast the one that El Demonio Verde hit already, can I? Seems to be
that
in
one
some
was-
rubble or
That one's he's on top of the rebel, so I mean he's not in cover.
okay. If I can shoot at it with no negatives, then that's what we'll do. What did Miles rolled the 22, so I don't know. I'll just attack once for now.
You rolled the 22. It's a hit and it is dead.
Woohoo!
Blasted with 4 points. Pearson. Any move action? You moving forward a bit?
Just gonna move up 5 feet.
Excellent. Drew, you are in the back. You probably can still make it into combat though here. What would you like to do?
So I have 2 one-handed weapons. Can I fudge that I had my needler out for this?
I mean, you guys are walking through a pretty dangerous area, and you knew that they were probably going to be Kefek, so I am perfectly fine with you having weapons drawn.
Awesome. I am going to shoot El Demonio with a biohack, specifically a booster. This is from my toxicology field of study. I cause a living creature to sweat a foul secretion, and that any creature attacking the affected target takes a natural 2 to any attack.
Oh my goodness.
It is a poison effect, and there are some environmental protections that I'm not sure these creatures have. But
They definitely don't.
yes.
These things, all of a sudden, maybe don't find him as appetizing.
So we're gonna shoot him with that.
Any move action moving forward?
Yeah, I'll probably move forward a little bit just to get. I'm gonna cruise up here behind Alibians to because his big dumb brain is in front of me, and they'll shoot him first.
Speaking of Alibians 21-2, Jabert, you've got a Kefek that has crawled over 10 feet of junk to get right in front of you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna try to hit that thing with a daze. So that'll be a will save. DC is 14.
Fail.
Yay! All right, dazed for a round.
All right, this one right in front of you. Got it. Any move action?
Yeah, I'm gonna barricade up.
Yeah, classic.
I'm standing next to a bunch of garbage.
All right, Jewel. Jewel, we're back to you. You've got 2 in front of you. It looks like Albions is mind locking one of them. What would you like to?
That is awesome. Jewel is going to move back just a little bit.
That can provoke from this one in front of you, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's make that attack roll.
Oh no.
19 on the dice.
Unbelievable.
Slashing her up. Maximum damage. 6 points of slash.
Oh, you had to know it was coming.
Ah!
You had to know.
I did. I know. All right.
Hey, it's not 2 attacks of opportunity because Albions helped out with 1.
Right. And the piston is going to fly backwards as well.
And you're tanking these hits so Piston doesn't have to.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where piston can go and still have a clear shot, but
Straight up and
Like,
up at a 45
here?
degree angle or
Yeah, you can go behind your buds here. You got 30 feet of movement, so you can fly up 10 feet or so and not have to worry about that.
okay, great. And let's see. I'm gonna have piston. Hold on. I think we do the same damage, right?
You guys both have D4s for damage?
Yeah, we do.
So it
Who's
doesn't.
better at shooting? Piston's better at shooting. All right. Piston is going to take a shot at the one that is currently dazed.
Okay, go right ahead.
It's a 14 to hit.
Against CAC, that is a hit.
All right. So that does 3 damage.
Okay, that one's bloodied, and that is turn 1. El Demonio. Oh, you're sweating profusely, and it doesn't smell great for some reason. And you've got 2 of these things still on you.
So he's going to go directly for the one in front of him, just kind of like going for a full-on spear against it.
Single attack.
Yes.
All right, go right ahead.
It's a 9 to hit.
Oh, against CAC, that is, or against EAC, right? That's
Yeah.
Miss. Oh no. Move action.
Yeah, he will take a guard step back.
Right. All right. These guys are going to move in. One of them is going to move behind the barricade for Albions and Mixer and Jewel. I think one of them is going to take the dead Kefek's place in front of the barricade. The other one just move right next, guarded step next to you, El Demonio. This one is going to try and attack you with a -2 as you all stank it, boy. And a natural 19 on the dice. Oh, I can't stop rolling well.
That's a miss.
Naturals. The D6 of damage. Natural 6 rolled 6 points of damage. And let's give Albions an attack through a barricade.
Hold on. Who was that against?
Oh, that was against a Demonio.
Okay.
Attack against Albion through a barricade. Blah. Natural 1. Oh, boo.
Shush.
Well, let's attack Mixer for good measure. As this guy is going around the backside, getting to a goblin. Oh, natural 4. Okay, that's their turn as we got a dazed one who snaps out of it, and we're back to Javi.
These are all looking
Close quarters.
fairly full strengthy.
The one that Piston just hit, was it Piston or was it Jewel?
Piston.
The one Piston just hit is the one that just got dazed. That's kind of in the back, but all the rest of them I think are at full
All right, well, let's shoot the one. Let's do a Piston, Javi, smack him up.
Okay, shooting past Albion's barricade. Make that attack.
Oh, yay, max damage. Yay.
Oh, I missed the roll. Oh, that's a hit, and that is a very, very dead Kefek. Woohoo! Any move action?
Oh, boy. Who's after me? Mixer, and then Alabian. Man, this is dumb, but can I get over here?
Yeah, you want to move around, provoke from one of these Kefeks to flank with El Demonio?
Yeah, I'm hoping
Blankaroonie.
to dried up on rolls.
Oh, on my attack of opportunity? Oh no, Tyler. Of course not. Oh, maybe. Natural
maybe.
3 on the
Okay.
dice. That's what I get for trying to pay-proof my own calls.
Successful
Miss.
gamble.
And Drew, we are on to you. You've got a Kefek on you.
Oh, Kafak. I was gonna make a pun there, but I remembered that this is a PG show.
I thought you were going to make an insurance pun.
Go pronk yourself. Get pronked. That works, right?
Yeah. So Mixer's gonna load a minor biohack into his Estoc and Estoc. We're gonna have to look this pronunciation up to the one to the south that is menacing him and his friends. So let's see. It's a 10 to hit.
This one to the south against Casey. That's gonna be a miss.
Oh no!
Pretty sure that's a miss. Oh, any move action?
Yeah, he's gonna take a guarded step back with that.
Guys, it's all about these double attacks. You got to be double attacking all the time. Albions, on to you.
Can you remind me how interrupting a spell works in this game? Is it just if you take any damage, it's interrupted?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Boy, this is the game. This is a heck of a game, huh?
I mean, you can just float 5 feet above them, right? Or I guess that might provoke too.
Yeah, right. And it would provoke sort of moving away from them.
You could float diagonally up backwards above them and get out of range.
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, I no. I'll just provoke going straight up.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's 3 of them. Oh no,
Well,
I've made a huge mistake.
There's 2 of them that have AOOs, so they're gonna
be fine.
And one of them, it's behind barricade. So this first one will be behind the barricade. Oh no, you're not gonna be fine. You're gonna be real bad. 18 and a 15.
Bert, that was such a bold
The attacks. It's 2 hits, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Oh no.
There's no way he survives this, right?
I mean,
3 points of damage. Minimum damage almost.
Oh. Oh,
Boy, but that if you rolled boxcars, I'd be out.
unconscious.
I'd be from
All right.
maximum to absolutely out.
You've got it though, and you're out of range of them now. What would you like to do?
I am going to daze this one to the south. Yeah. Daze. Will save. DC 14.
Bam. Natural 2 it's failed.
All right. Dazed it is.
Bam. And Jewel, back to you.
All right, Jewel, now that this thing is dazed, is going to move back a little bit, back to safety.
Yeah, and make some shots.
Yeah, I'm going to have one from Piston and one from Jewel.
Yeah, roll them bones.
It's a 21 from Jewel, so that's 3 damage.
That's a hit.
All right, and then Piston. It's a 23, so another 2 damage.
Another hit. It's still up though, but very weak and dazed. So we go on to turn 3. El Demonio. Got another one in front of you here. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take a swing at them.
And you are flanking with the Javi.
Yes, that's a 17 to hit.
A hit. Yeah, smacking
Awesome.
into this thing. It's
For
still,
a 4 points damage. So just a slight just kick of the legs.
all right. Any move action or staying where you were?
Stand where I am.
All right, you've got a couple of these guys left that are not dazed this turn. On their turn, I'm going to throw 2 attacks against Javi, 2 against El Demonio. Let's go for Javi first.
Please don't.
As misses, 12 and 11. El Demonio second. Nope. 16 on with the second attack. That's still a miss against El Demonio. Javi, we are on to you. We're back to
I
you.
guess I'll do 2 pistol whips.
Yeah. Take out this one in front of you. You got another one to whip on.
Yep.
Minus 4 for both these. Go right ahead.
I'm only going to do -2 because I'm flanking. Well, at least with the first one.
Oh yeah.
12 enough?
Does that include all your negatives? Yeah, that's a hit.
Then 5 points of damage.
It's dead. Crack it into its soft underbelly, spilling its guts. Another attack against this other one.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, that's a hit. 3 points of damage.
Whee.
Crack it, Toa. That includes your negatives. What do you roll here? 13. That's a hit. Cool. Drew, we're back to you. Still 2 Cathaks left.
It's tough to see where you can go. Guess you can run down here and try to hit this thing with the Estoc again with another minor inhibitor. Can I attack it from this location?
Yeah. It's kind of on top of the pile of engines here. This one that Javi just pistol whipped. Go right ahead, make your attack.
Is that a ranged attack? Would it get a attack of opportunity?
It's a melee.
Oh, okay.
It's stocking it up. Ooh, 4 on the dice. Even flanking, that's a miss. Albions flying high in the sky with brain power. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I am going to. Let's see. Do either one of these look more bloodied than the other?
Yeah, the one right behind you, that Jewel and piston shot is on death's door.
All right, yeah, I will look down at that one, and I will use my amazing brain powers to focus a beam of energy into its exoskeleton.
EAC attack.
Yes, energy ray. Whoop. Oh, natural 20.
Talk about overkill. It had a hit point left. Still doubling up that damage.
Yeah,
and,
so 5 points of damage.
And we are still thanking a Patreon supporter, Brian
I like to think the ray goes through the junk and zaps the roadkill stand out the other side.
I think it hits like a mostly empty motorcycle fuel tank behind it and just causes a cool explosion.
I mean, we could pull a crit card if you want to look for a cool explosion card.
Nah, that's cool.
Is very dead. Brian M, thank you so much for supporting on Patreon. 4 crits so far this episode.
Thanks,
a lot of combat. Jewel, we're on to you. There's only a single Kethak left. Is it focus fire time?
Yeah, I think it is. Let me see how far away Jewel is.
Blast him.
Jewel's gonna move forward just a tiny bit and take a shot with both the drone and Jewel.
Talk about focus fire.
All right, so Piston does a 15 to attack.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right, that's 2 damage.
Oh, it's still up.
And then Jewel. Oh, natural 20.
Hey! I think we've almost rivaled all the crits in the season 3 finale at this point. Love level 1, love it so much. We're gonna go through every single supporter. Mark H of our flanking buddies, thanks so much. Support us. Next week for a full year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark.
Supporting us on Patreon, making this and Deadman Roll No Crits happen. Obviously it's dead. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. And we are out of combat. Wow. Whew.
So that all happened.
Yeah, Kefax, no problem. While you guys are looking over these corpses, they're still, kind of wriggling some legs, still twitching every little bit. Why don't you make me a life science check? Oh, goodness gracious.
I will use my gigantic brain.
Albions knows that cleaning these carapaces, putting them together, you can get 20 to 30 credits for each of these bodies.
Mixer and Libyans will supervise while the others deconstruct these.
Yeah. Does anybody want to take a 10-minute rest before continuing on?
Yes.
Yes.
Would be helpful. And so,
yeah. Well, you're taking one for sure. 3 points of damage. Come on.
that's so much. All right.
Right. So we have, as you guys rest up here, cleaning off some Kefax, a little bit of downtime. But as you leave the area of the engines, you see, the path diverges. It goes northwest and southeast, the latter narrowing into what looks like a thin canyon, and the former looking like it opens up a bit, about 10 feet wide and going further north. Which direction do you want to head?
Javi pulls out a piece of scrap metal with 2 just scratched in symbols on either side, and
a circle on one side and X on the other.
Yeah, and he'll look over at Demonio El Verde and he'll say, "Call it in the air, big man," and flicks it.
Heads. Very, very specifically circle or X. So heads are kind of circles, right?
Yeah. That's what I assumed.
So Javi catches it definitely and he goes, "Heads we go right, tails we go left. I don't know why I had you call out anything. It really didn't matter. I thought it was more fun that way."
I suppose we did forget to say which one was going to go which direction.
I haven't looked yet, but usually
that's what a
whiz
of eight
this
gets
kind
you.
of thing.
How about
old habits.
Demonio decides if it's heads?
Well, I was trying to make somebody not have to make a decision because nobody was saying anything. So
We're going left.
no, it is heads. So he says left.
Excellent.
Heads means we head north.
Right. Feel free to, I'm going to reveal the map. Boop. Place yourself here as the path widens a bit. It opens up into a clearing is formed around a massive mound of discarded tires and other rubber like belts and things like that. Most of which
ever gone run in a tire pit.
Most of them, yeah, indeed, ripped to shreds. There's just little strips of treated rubber. The smell pungent here, as well as grease and things like that. Do you guys want to? How do you want to approach this tire pile? Are you doing so cautiously? Are you trying to avoid it and sneak by? What do you want to do?
Can I make a life science check to know things about the Kefax?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I guess I specifically am curious if this is like a nest that they might be living in or something.
Can I support this check if it's necessary?
Not necessary. We got a 22 Elbians also rolling rocks on these brain rolls. Believe it or not. They consume objects. They break down mostly harder stuff than rubbers. They actually wouldn't eat you guys. They would like kill you and like eat your armor and weapons. They probably wouldn't nest in these tires. The engine blocks that you just walked by, yes, but these would be probably not good eats for them.
Then Olympians is going to confidently float past the pile of tires and say, "Do not worry, friends. That is, there are no Kefax inside of these tires. I am most assured of it."
Yeah, you guys want to just walk by nonchalant like?
Can I roll a perception check as we do this?
No, everyone can. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh boy. Low whiz, everybody. Low whiz.
Yeah, some natural 2s in here. Some natural. I think everyone's. Oh, we got a 12 in there. Everyone's pretty low. I mean, you don't sense any movement. You don't smell anything except rotten rubber, and nothing messes with you as you walk by.
So all is well.
I think Joel would like to scour the internet to see if there is perhaps like a, what was this called?
The car yards?
Yeah, car yards, like tourism app to like.
you want the guided
some sort
tour?
Of advertisement, yeah, of like what is this thing that is. I mean, there are tours, right? Like there must be some literature on the internet at this point, but.
Do you have a computer? Does your
I have a comm unit.
Tech deck? Yeah, I don't know if the comm units can work just like our smartphones, unfortunately, unless you upgrade it with a compy. But does your tech deck count as one?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, I have.
If not, you might have to go back to town and like get to an AOL terminal. Make a perception check to find an AOL disc in the trash, right. The trash pile.
It's got to be one out here somewhere, right? Yeah, the custom rig.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like this is just a pile that the Kefax make of things they don't care about, which means there's probably loot in it. But Javi rolled a 9, so he's walking right alongside Lamy.
Yeah, that's that beautiful high whiz, man.
Yeah,
well,
it's so good.
Just nothing that proves otherwise.
The Kefax didn't move like the engines. Like the stuff has been sorted in this junkyard, before the Kefax ends.
That's probably just all just nothing but rubber all the way down.
just like a bunch of suits in a horror movie.
Javi, do you want to spend time here looking through?
Oh God, no.
Junk tires?
Javi wouldn't. Okay. Tyler sort of does want to waste the time, but
okay. Well, guess what? You're playing, so you can decide whatever he wants to do. I don't know if I have to explain this to you, but
Javi's in control today. I'm just pushing the buttons.
We have a hover drone. I'm kind of tempted to have Joel fly it up over and see if we can see anything like above the mound, like from a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably putting my drone in the middle of harm's way, but
why not use your drone for? I mean, it's a potentially dangerous thing, maybe some other critters in there, but I mean, that's why you have a drone for, so you don't have to walk in there.
Scout stuff out, right?
They're fixable. You're not.
yeah, maybe it takes, like a minute or so of scouting about, but not any dangers that you find, but you do find what looks like indeed hidden in some of the ruinous rubble of rubber, what looks like the shell of some junk camouflage, which is a tech item behind these shredded tires that you'll have to go in there and kind of grab off. It seems to be covering something in the tire pile.
You want to do that? Can I burrow in there?
You want to burrow underneath the tires? Yes, this is perfect opportunity to do some good old fashioned digging. If Jewel wants to pop in there, it is indeed, like a tech piece, the junk camouflage, which I can give you as well. It's like a shell that looks like indeed pieces of junk, and ripping it off, you see underneath a shiny, bright, expensive looking pile of to be continued next time on the podcast. Oh, that's what you get. That's what you get. This is DC 20 perception. You guys would not have found this if you didn't spend some time.
Wow, that's gross.
Yeah, after I saw your perception rolls, for sure. Indeed, we'll find out what you get next time. And I'm actually changing because I don't know if anybody can use this weapon. So maybe I'll switch it to something you can actually.
Is it a sniper?
It is a rifle. So
technically, Javi can use a rifle, but
but you got a whole pistol thing going.
Yeah, why would Javi?
We'll figure it out next week. Until then, guys, thank you for playing with me.
No, thank you,
Patrick.
thank you.
It's dumb fun playing Junker's Delight so far. I love it. Listeners, thanks for listening, especially our Patreon supporters that made a lot of crits happen this episode. We'll catch you next time on a Cosmic Crit.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Miles, a Cosmic Crit. Oh my.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.